Welcome to ILTA's educational series on board service at ILTA. This segment is entitled About the Board, the Roles and Responsibilities of the Board Secretary. According to the bylaws, the Board Secretary has two major duties. First is to keep or cause to be kept an accurate record of the proceedings and meetings of the Board of Directors and the meetings of the corporation. The second is communicate or cause to be communicated all notices as required by the bylaws or applicable law. The first item about keeping an accurate record of proceedings has to do with the publishing or preparing and publishing of the minutes of the corporation. As ILTA is a not-for-profit corporation incorporated in Texas, we are governed by the laws of the state of Texas. And the keeping of detailed minutes beyond recording of motions and resolutions is not required. ILTA, however, has developed a practice of creating a summary of every board meeting, which not only includes motions and resolutions, but items discussed during the course of the meeting, as well as who was present and who was absent. The second item, which is communicating or causing to be communicated notices, which include notices that are required by the state of Texas. For example, the state of Texas requires that any Texas corporation hold an annual meeting of the corporation and has specific guidelines about the issuing of the notices of such meeting. The secretary is responsible for that. The secretary is also responsible for announcing board elections and certifying the results of the board elections. ILTA's secretary also serves the function of a corporate secretary, as you would see in other types of corporations. The secretary works closely with the CEO on all issues that have to do with Texas corporate law. Consulting outside counsel is needed to ensure that our methods of minutes, votes, communications of annual meetings, etc., conform to the current standards for the state of Texas. What are some things the secretary does not do? The secretary does not take detailed minutes of the meetings to say that X person said this and Y person said that. The secretary does work closely with the CEO to ensure that all notable points and actions from the meeting were captured, either for the purposes of the minutes or for board internal tracking. Once the minutes of any board meeting have been approved, the secretary then publishes those minutes to the groups that are designated for that purpose.